Okay, for today we've got a learning intention of to understand how binary stores numbers and images. We're actually going to look at images in particular. So last week we looked at how a pixel is used to make up a bitmap image, and you very carefully drew your own bitmaps, making sure that the whole pixel was filled. If you've done an outline, we spoke about that. That's not how a pixel works. You have to fill in the whole pixel. Okay, so we did that last week. Now we're going to build on that and understand a little bit more about how the binary is involved in making that image. So last week we talked about the original colour Super Mario Brothers on the NES. Today we're going to look at black and white images. So this is Mario from the Game Boy, which is a 2-colour system. You could only do green and black, but we're looking at black and white. Either way, it's 2 colours. Okay, so we've got this 2-colour Mario, and you can see he's still pixelated. You've still got sort of slightly bumpy lines because there aren't that many pixels involved in this image, but it's going to help us to understand. So again, pixels the smallest unit of the image, can't cut it in half. This is a very old image, so it's made up of a few pixels, so it is a bit bumpy. But this is going to be useful for us to understand how we are saving and storing in binary. So here's one that I made earlier. Here's a little skeleton called Skelly that I've created, and you can see that every image is just made, all parts of the image are just made up of black or white pixels. There's no uncoloured in pixels, there's no missing pixels. Every pixel is coloured in either black or white. That's really important. So in our black and white image, we've got something like this. So this is just a random pattern. We've got a 10 by 10 grid that's got either white pixels or black pixels. But you can see here in this right hand side how the binary is used to understand or create that image. So where you've got a white pixel, the computer's got a 0. So you've got 0, 0, 0, white, white, white. Where you've got a 1, you've got black pixels. So you've got 1, 1, 1, 1. They're all black pixels. And then 0, 0, 0, white pixels again. Now, the way I read that is exactly how a computer does it. It starts at the top left, just like you do when you're reading a book, and it goes across the page. Okay? And then it goes to the next line, goes across the page. So that binary translates into what colour should that pixel be. So let's have a look at how that binary might look in the computer. So stored on your hard drive or downloaded from the internet, you're going to have something like this where you've got a string of zeros and ones. And the computer knows what size the image is, so it knows how many pixels wide it is, so it knows where to put them and when to go to the next line. So here we've got a smiley face, and here we've got the binary in the computer. We'll go, right, I've got 0, 0, white, white. 1, 1, 1, 1, grey, 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 0, 0, white, white. Then it goes to the next line. 0, white, and then 1, grey, and I've got 4 zeros, 4 whites, and then 1 grey, and then another white. And it carries that on until it gets to the end of the image, line by line. Now, what I think is quite interesting in this is, and it works better if you're sat further away, you can almost see the smiley face in the binary, because they're set up in a grid like this, you can see that actually the binary does look a little bit like the image. Okay, so what we're going to do now is you are going to create an image using pixels, and you're going to convert binary into black and white pixels. So let me show you how you're going to do that first. Okay, so for your bronze and silver, we're looking at this sheet here. So in this sheet, you've got a grid that is separated out for you. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then on the left-hand side, you'll see that we've got some binary. And what I've done for you, because I'm very nice, is I've done the binary in rows of 15. So this row will fit exactly into the top row of this grid. And all you've got to do is colour in the ones and zeros a different colour. It does say at the top you could do 1 is black and 0 is white. It is up to you which way around you want to do it, or if you want to do it with 2 different colours. Then you go on to the next row. What you might find useful is to cross off as you go or to number them. It is up to you, but it does require a bit of concentration to get it right. Don't panic if you make a small mistake, it will still work as an image, and you should be able to figure out what it is by the end. If you can do that, then what will have happened is you will have shown both bronze and silver. Let me just grab those. So there we go. So you'd have created an image using pixels, yes, and you'd have done it by converting binary into black and white or to 2 colors. Okay, so then we're looking at gold. Create your own bitmap image, including its own binary. So we're going to have to look at a different, so our gold sheet is our slightly different sheet from that. So let's try and pull that up now. Okay. Okay, so this sheet is slightly different because it requires 2 people. This first step is you fill in this grid with a 2 color image, either black and white or 2 colors of your own choice. It has to be 2, can't be more than 2. And if you leave a white square, that's a color. White is a color. So you can't leave a white one if you've chosen, say, blue and pink. You can't then leave a white one as well. That's 3 colors. We can't do that yet. We're still sticking to black and white. Of course, you can do it in black and white. Once you have colored in your grid, you then need to, on each line, convert that into binary. So you take your first one. So let's say you'd colored in these 2 squares. You might say 1, 1, 1, and then 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. And that's what you'd put on that top line. Then you do the second line, and so on and so forth. Once you've done all of your binary, just fold it in half, and then we'll swap it with somebody else who's finished theirs, and then they have to try and recreate your image just using the binary. Okay, so they don't flip it over, they don't cheat. Keep it the right way around, and just use the binary to figure out what the original image was. And then once they've done it, they can unfold it, have a look, and I want that stuck in the person's book who did the binary writing, so the person who started with the sheet. And then obviously they'll get theirs back as well, so everyone should be able to do that. So those are the 2 sheets, and that's how you're going to go from bronze and silver the first sheet, gold the second sheet. Now the challenge is to think about how extra colors might be coded in binary images. I'll give you a clue so you can think about this, and that is to think about what if you had more than 1 bit of binary per pixel. How might that work? Okay, so best of luck with this, guys, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it, and I'm sure you're going to come up with some fantastic results. See you later.